young people all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future. Join the mobile Tofentry and save the galaxy. Follow in Commander Tofu's footsteps under her leadership. Would you like to know more?
Why is my neck so long? Is this normal?
Her great qualities are known throughout the galaxy.
No! Oh shit, we're dying too.
Brave, inspirational,
Oh, I pissed him off. I pissed him off. Why did I do that? I do not know. I pissed him off. I pissed him off. Cause I do that. I piss people off.
undeniably charismatic.
Pew, 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 pew. I must be a catch if these people are throwing themselves at me. Just saying. Just saying. Look, it's the space whales. Bye guys, bye guys, bye guys. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock. All around the clock.
Great guidance.
Why are you two hiding behind a rock? Help me. Hello? I come in peace. Oh, sorry, Dad.
Outstanding piloting skills.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord.
Would you like to know more?
They're space whales. Sheesh. They be sassy. Sassy, I tell ya. Shuts.
Here we are.
Sure, what's the worst that can happen? Let's jump in. And just not forget that gravity exists. Hello. Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? Can everyone see me? Big bang. Big bang by me. Clean my glasses, I swear. You spend most of your time cleaning glasses if you're a glasses owner. Go. Very nice. Very good. We look good. We look good. Fancy drink. Hey Tofu, I'm early for once. Hi Medjay. You ready to learn some science? I purchased one of my last splurges before I become a non-being paid student. This is consumerism at its finest, capitalism at its finest. Oh, ha, 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 ha. It feels so nice. Or is tofu late? That is true. That is the other side of it, Lior. How are you? But it's pretty, I know. It's expensive as fuck, but it's pretty and sparkly. I'm sparkly. Have our Wacom ready. Get a wallpaper engine. Fix 2 bugs, but create one. So I'm doing okay. In your work, in your coding work, is that what's going on there? That's still good. If you consistently fix 2 bugs, but create one, you will eventually solve all bugs. It's always going in the right direction, you know? Trying to find a nice overlay. Oh, by every time. Legacy systems. If I'm understanding it correctly, it's people who did things before you and they didn't do it in the most optimum way, and now you're just stressing out trying to solve everything. And it's not working out very well. Is that the summary of what you have to do? Exactly. Rightio. There we go. We're going to be in a potions class. Gonna feel like we're doing potions today. Potions, I tell ya. Boom. Bam, 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 bam. I want you in my room. Have everything set up. Hello, Commandant. Long time no see. How are you getting on? I hope you're all doing really well. Of Harry Potter, Gryffindor room, ASMR in the background. Fireplace. Perfect. Last thing we need to do is screen capture the lecture. This should be the lecture. Perfect. Fit everything in. Nice. We have the blackboard as well. Everything's going really well. Hello, Naz. Go to fix the little corner green screen. Okay, before we start the lecture, we're doing Feynman's lecture, chapter 2, but you don't have had need to do chapter 1. Chapter 1 was on atoms, and chapter 2 is basic introduction to physics. So if you have no knowledge of physics, this is perfect. And if you have great knowledge of physics, this is a great revision. But before we go on to, I would like everyone to be prepared for a new overlay. Are we ready for this? I don't have a shorthand command yet created. I only spent the morning creating the overlay, but I hope you're all prepared for this. It's just too good. Just too good.
You have no power here, Gandalf the Grey.
I hope the sound effect is a perfect choice. Congratulations and thank you so much again, Mejay, for this beautiful emote. It's so good. It's so good. Most perfect emote ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It is such a perfect emote. All right, let's kick off our class today. Today, we're doing... Didn't do the homework. Today, we will be doing basic introduction to physics. So let's get cozy. We're in the Hogwarts room. We have Hogwarts sound effects. Although I don't really like this one. Fireplace cracking is... it's fine. We have a Hogwarts ASMR playing in the background. We'll sit back and learn a little about how physics is divided up. Basic introduction to physics. So sit back, put on your ASMR headphones, relax and learn. Learn something if you can from this. Introduction. In this chapter, we shall examine the most fundamental ideas that we have about physics, the nature of things as we see them at the present time. We shall not discuss the history of how we know all of these ideas are true. We will learn these details in time. The things with which we concern ourselves in science appear in myriad forms and with a multitude of attributes. For example, if we stand on the shore and look at the sea, we see water, the waves breaking, the foam, the sloshing motion of the water, the sound, the air, the winds and the clouds, the sun and the blue sky and the light. There is sand, there are rocks of various hardness and permanence, colour and texture. There are animals and seaweed, hunger and disease, and the observer on the beach. There may be even happiness and thought. Any other spot in nature has similar variety of things and influences. It is always as complicated as that, no matter where it is. Curiosity demands that we ask questions, that we try to put things together and try to understand this multitude of aspects as perhaps resulting from the action of a relatively small number of elemental things and forces acting in an infinite variety of combination. What an intro. For example, is the sand other than the rocks? Is the sand other than the rocks? That is the sand perhaps nothing but a great number of tiny stones? Is the moon a great rock? If we understand rocks, would we also understand the sand and the moon? Is the wind a sloshing of the air analogous to the sloshing motion of the water in the sea? What common features do different movements have? What is common to different kinds of sound? How many different colours are there? And so on. In this way, we try to gradually analyse all things, to put together things which at first sight look different, with the hope that we may be able to reduce the number of different things and thereby understand them better. A few hundred years ago, a method was devised to find partial answers to such questions. Observation, reason, and experiment make up what we call the scientific method. We shall have to limit ourselves to the bare description of our basic view of what is sometimes called fundamental physics, or fundamental ideas, which have arisen from application of the scientific method. So that is what the definition of the scientific method is. Observation, reason, and experimentation. Unlike what I do in the lab, which is just roll the dice and hope for the best. What are we going to do today? Ah, I see. Okay, I'm going to use 6 molar acid. I'm going to set the current to 343 amps. What's the worst that can happen? It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Let's go. Is that a fancy new template? It is. This is my last paycheck as a student. This is the last salary I'll ever receive in my life. My last stipend I'll ever receive. So I spend it on capitalism, ladies and gents. This is what I spend it on. I may be poor, but I'm going to look pretty while being poor. Okay, let's continue here. What do we mean by understanding something? We can imagine that it is a complicated array of moving things which constitutes the world. Is something like great chess game being played by the gods, and we are observers of the game. We're bringing in God in this. We do not know what the rules are of the game. All we are allowed to do is watch the playing. Of course, if we watch long enough, we may eventually catch on a few of the rules. So it's like watching a game of chess or a game of cards. And if you watch long enough, you'll figure out what the rules are. You see, people say that, but I still don't know. I can't do it by watching. I think the best way to learn the rules of the game is to play it. Even if we knew every rule, however, we might not be able to understand why a particular move is made in the game, merely because it is too complicated and our minds are limited. If you play chess, you must know that it is easy to learn all the rules.